Satnam besties? It's me, Zen the Reiki bestie, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about what is happening this week because we have a lot happening, right? So today is March 9th. And we already have a whole bunch of things happening in the sky, right? We have Venus going retrograde. We have Mercury getting ready to go retrograde. We have the lunar eclipse coming up. We have Sun conjunct Saturn. We have Mercury conjunct Venus. So we have a lot of aspects happening this week. So just remember to ground yourself because it is not for the weak. It is not. But overall, we're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. So March 11th, that's when Mercury is going to be conjunct our Venus. And, whenever we have that Mercury and Venus conjunction, it's going to kind of allow us to reflect on what it is that we want. Our Venus being the planet of pleasure, being the planet of things that we love, things that we value, and then Mercury being the planet of like communication, like really getting things across. Now, you may have some lovers coming back because Mercury is getting retrograde, getting ready to go retrograde, but also Venus is getting ready to go retrograde. So, with these two coming together, it's going to give you that like, should I call? No, sis, do not call. Just hang up, block them. But also on the 12th, we have that Sun conjunct Saturn in Pisces, right? So then Sun being, what's being highlighted for you this month, and then Saturn being the planet of restrictions, but also like what kind of lessons is it teaching us? So depending on where it falls in your chart, take a look at what is being kind of redirected, readdressed, and then also like what is like building up for you in that house. Like where have you felt a little bit more of an isolation? Sometimes when we see these two coming together, we tend to be a little bit more on the depressive side because Saturn is that like harsh, coldish planet. So if you feel like that's what's coming up for you, allow yourself to sit with that and then just be like, all right, like let's move this energy, right? Um, and then moving on to the 13th, which is that Thursday. Thursday. So moving on to Thursday, we have that full moon in Virgo, lunar eclipse happening too. So remembering that eclipses, this is the beginning of eclipse season. So notice that there's going to be like a whole new set of energies moving into us. This is also going to take us back to that 2017 moment to see what was going on in your life then, because that's when the eclipses were also happening. With the full moon being in Virgo too, it's going to illuminate a lot of things that have been needing to close out. Not only is it opening up like a whole new cycle, but it's the full moon. Full moons are always here to illuminate what needs to get closed out. And with the lunar eclipse happening, it's really like telling us like, hey, like let's get this out of the way, set and done, and then let's continue to move forward. And then on the 14th, we have Mercury getting ready to go retrograde. So the ruler of the full moon going retrograde, that's when we're going to kind of feel it a little bit more in our minds. If you are someone who is very sensitive to energies, you're going to feel this right away, literally starting today. But remembering that it is very important, it's very crucial for you to ground your energy. I cannot stress this enough. Ground yourself, breathe, get out in the sun, kind of distance yourself from people if you need to. Just that way you are able to be like, okay, this is my own energy. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm sensing. And yeah, well, let's go ahead and get into some tarot. I do want to remind you guys that whenever we have so much energy moving on or happening in the astral, it's always going to be as above, so below. So like I was saying, like the energy does seem chaotic, but don't be afraid of it. You know, like sometimes things happen to us so that we're able to redirect the energy. We're able to reinforce certain boundaries. We're able to really address things that we weren't paying attention to. And how both not only Venus, the planet of our finances and what we value, is retrograde, so is Mercury getting ready to go retrograde. So be sure to back things up, um, write things down, making sure that you're paying attention to the small details, crossing your T's and dotting your I's, reflecting, revising more than once, and getting things done. And also making sure that you guys are doing a quick little tune-up in on your vehicles, on your computers, backing things up, because remember that Mercury retrograde will sometimes um you know kind of fuck shit up. Okay, so for our tarot cards, let's go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then let's take a moment, call upon our angels, our spirit guides, our ancestors, those of good character, to be here with us in this moment. Please allow a circle of protection around us. Let us channel the message clearly. Allow us to have the discernment to point out what is meant for us and what is not meant for us. Thank you. I feel that this week is going to be a lot of mental stimulation for a lot of us. But like literally how I've been telling you guys, it's going to be very important for us to be sure to ground, to breathe, to get into our body, to do some sort of movement, whether it's walking, whether it's connecting again with the breath, connecting with the body, taking some time out of your day, whether it's first thing in the morning or the last thing that you do before you lie down. Just take a couple of moments and just breathe. All right, so for tarot cards, we have what's being illuminated to us is the Death card in reverse. We have the Magician for what needs to kind of change, and then the Hangman for the advice that's being given to us. So right away, we have two reverse cards. So there's a lot of internal things that are happening. Maybe people are triggering you. Maybe things from the past are triggering you, whether it's relationships, whether it's just mental conflict that you have too much going on that you're not able to fully like let it go, not being fully able to kind of like process things at the same time. Let me pull some more cards. Oh, and then also one of the things that's being illuminated is the number 3 for this week. So being mind, body, and spirit, communication is going to be very important. Being mindful of the people that we're hanging around with this weekend. Remember, it's eclipse seasons, retrogrades. Sometimes, high emotions don't mix well with celebrations, but it's okay. Um, And then we also have the solar plexus chakra for the advice that's also being given to us. Right underneath that hangman. You may also be feeling a sense of like visiting old wounds when it comes to like your inner child. You need to cut cords with certain types of people, energy, even mindsets. Oh, look at that. This is wild. Okay, and then we also have the Angel of Balance at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so right away, what's being illuminated for us is that mental conflict, and then also the Healer of the Ages along with the Death card. So some of us might have been stuck on like you're going and you're going and you're going and you're going, and then it's like fuck, like I don't even know where to go. I don't know where I begin, I don't know where I end. And then you also kind of get stuck in this mindset of like you are the victim, or like life is happening to you, it's not happening for you. And then with the healer of the ages, I feel like it's just that quick reminder to snap out of things, to allow yourself to give pick up on new like habits, give yourself the grace to even just be like, okay, mentally I cannot, like I'm at full capacity, it's time for me to like move some energy, move some sort, or change something up in my daily routine, so that you're able to fully like let go and embrace what it is that's being shown to you in the bigger picture. What is kind of like being asked for us to change, or kind of reminding us to like, okay, like this is what we need to pay attention to in this moment, is the Magician in the reverse, and then we have rejoice and celebration, as well as the Sun card. So doing things that are, what we're kind of being focused to is like doing things that you used to love as a child, embracing that inner child, celebrating the little victories, but also reminding yourself that like, okay, like are we celebrating this because we made it, and or just because it's like a good opportunity for us to go out and get like, you know, shit faced. Think about it and be like, okay, well, if it's like the little celebrations where you're like, fuck, like today I gained 100 followers, or like I had a sold out class, or you know, you were given like a quick little raise, like celebrate that, honor it, but also don't stop there, like continue to keep going. I also feel that with this rejoice in celebration, I'm feeling that maybe like being around like-minded individuals, being around a small group of friends is going to also be very beneficial for you to kind of get the momentum going, and not be dwelling on again the past things that have happened to you. um and yeah, so the advice that's being given to us, we have the Hangman, and then we also have the solar plexus chakra and the second chakra. So we have 3 and then we have 9. So again, the advice that's being given to us is like continue to find the courage that you have within, being passionate about the things that you have always been passionate about, but also moving those emotional conflicts that you've had, that things that are taking up room, whether it's cutting those energetic cords with people that you no longer associate yourself with, jobs that you no longer associate yourself with, just completely letting go and honoring you. This lunar eclipse is also really good for you guys to do some sort of cord cutting, whether it's attending, you know, going to someone to help and assist you with cord cutting, doing one yourself, or even just getting a piece of paper and burning it and being very intentional. Um, Also with the solar plexus, what I'm also picking up, it's like tapping into that like courageous inner child, or even allowing yourself to move past those inner child wounds. And this doesn't also feel like super like, oh, this is early on childhood wounds. This feels more of like this is your inner teenager in a way. And the reason why I say that is also because it's like with the sacral chakra, that's what I'm kind of picking up more of, like this is like when you are like getting close to developing that like sense of adulthood, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. Let me pull a couple more cards. For some of us, it's going to be very important to um keep up with our cleanses of our crown chakra, especially as we get closer to the lunar eclipse. And that's because some people are more sensitive, so you'll notice like the pressure on your head. You'll notice where you just feel like extra tired. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to just be in rest mode. I mean, that's what Pisces is all about. Pisces is about us kind of going with the flow as well, but also remembering that like when we need to rest and be in La La Land, it's okay. It's our last sign of the zodiac wheel right before we get into that spring equinox when things really begin to pick up and have the momentum going. So, like I was saying, like the number three is very important for some of us, for most of us. Oh, oh, one more card. Journaling is also going to be it's going to be really good for um a lot of you, a lot of us. Positive movements forward. So if you feel like you've been kind of in a rut, I know some of us have been feeling that way where we kind of feel stuck, where we kind of feel like things are not having any momentum. Just know that this is going to change, okay? One second. Is going to be changing for us. So we have solitude, the triumphant success, and then partners and alliances. So partnerships, people that you are collaborating with, people that you are meeting up with, they're going to give you some sort of like advice. These are people who are meant to be in your life to kind of tweak something when it comes to your mindset, tweak something when it comes to opportunities. You might meet the right person, and that will kind of like give you like open the door for an opportunity to come through, whether it's like giving you a ¿cómo se llama? Like that motivational advice, you know, when sometimes you're talking to someone, you're like, oh my God, that's literally been sitting in the back of my mind for the longest time ever. So just keep an eye out on the people that you're meeting. If you fall in love, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes like old lovers come back. So don't always, you know, I wouldn't let that set in stone yet. But we also have that trumpet of success and then solitude. So with this solitude card as well, you know how I was talking about like journaling, spending some time by yourself, but also putting out everything that you have learned into practice. Like not just sitting being like, oh, like I already know this, I know that, I know how to do this. Okay, what are you going to do now? Like you can practice it on other people. Now it's time for you to practice it on yourself. Don't just talk your talk, like walk your walk. Um, but yeah. Okay, well, just one more card. One more card and then we'll be done. Mm-mm-mm. What is, hold on, let me grab another deck. I just got this deck. Well, my husband got it for me. It's called the Healing Waters Oracle deck. It's super cute. I love it. It's the Cancer in me, I swear. All right, so basically, what do we need to know for this week? Give me one card for this week. One card for the collective for this week. Ooh, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Okay. The Well of Maidens. Kindness, respect, reverence, and compassion. Look at how beautiful this card is. And honestly, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I think this is exactly the card that I just pulled out or that I pulled on today. Let me read what it says on there. The Well. Throughout history, there have been people who have attended to and protected our life-giving wells. In land of what is today the United Kingdom and Europe, many of its sacred wells were named after goddesses. Ooh, okay. The well maidens are the keepers of harmony and balance. They respect the sacred waters, and as a result, they give plenty. They deliver a message about the importance of these qualities in ways we treat ourselves, others, and nature that sustains and supports us. They remind us to slow down, offer kindness and respect to others, the earth, and ourselves each day. Wasn't I just talking about balance and harmony? Okay. There is our como se dice, the affirmation of reminding ourselves to balance, to ground our energy, and just to give that mutual respect. Like we're giving so much energy to other people. We're there for other people. We're literally on the go. Sometimes we're on pilot like mode where we're just like go 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 go, and then we start crashing out. Like, sis, take a breather, take a moment for yourself, breathe, ground your energy. And yeah, I hope this message makes sense. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, like the channel, share with your friends, share with your sister, your girls, your boy, like whoever it is. And I will be talking to you guys soon. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.